Greetings! Welcome back to episode 25 of my Zhao Ming campaign. And we have some situations.
Celestial General.
That's a nice way to put it. Yumbo. It's not the best army for him, of course, but it is a start, I think.
Gate Master. Astromancer of Grand Cathay. Gate Master of the Celestial Cities.
And here,
Alchemist of Shangyang.
just be going ahead and gathering
Become a fleet.
more forces over here.
Dragon-blooded Shogun.
The Lord Magistrate stands ready.
Celestial artifacts shall be mine.
This Gate Master
You have
here.
much to learn.
Shogun Lord reporting.
Examining where is Zhao Ming? Actually, I'm not seeing where is he.
The Iron
Okay,
Dragon.
so he's over here.
The Storm Dragon.
Storm Dragon is here.
Erect unbreakable defenses.
Get out of my mind. I will perform my experiments first.
Serve from the front.
Someone's insistent about experiments. It is a good technology to get. These are some pretty cool techs. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think for now, I'll be going for the better sky junks. Very cool seeing all this lore. Hopefully there'll be some Cathay novels and we'll be able to see all the stuff in action, like what are the Yang rights, and can anyone, if they know the words, like pull a bit of wind out of the air and just do it? Or is it like sorcery in 40k, or does there have to be a Shogun who does it? Or what does enhanced Yang sight look like? What does that feel like for these soldiers? Or looking at the meditation, what does an army that's all meditated up and marching for days, what's that like? So many cool ideas.
Destiny.
Attention.
Can I beat
Battle
this
is
army
nigh.
with lightning strike? Goodness. Oh.
Marching to war.
Close victory, that's good enough for me. Just
Cover
push
tracks
back
with
in
haste.
here. And
General.
thought he had lightning strike already.
With that, I would lead more effectively.
No matter. I'm looking forward a lot, I think, to the
The
arrival.
Lord Magistrate stands ready.
I permit you to rest.
The arrival of the what are they called? The I guess you'd call them fire alchemists? I don't know. Because I know there are fire wizards in Cathay that Zhao Ming keeps
Let
safe
nothing slow
as his
Lord
followers,
Magistrate
sort of like the alchemists, but they use Lord Fire. Now this looks like a massive battle.
Will be sacrificed to Nurgle.
I think this is actually their capital, so
Dragon-blooded Shogunga.
can't actually reach him.
You are nothing compared to me.
Looking at this here, I
Shogungan
think
Lord
the play is
reporting.
actually to take this army. First, upgrade the wizard, of course.
The dragon expects.
Attack here, which will lock
Dismantle
down
them.
this army and garrison here. If
I govern in the Emperor's name.
I march here,
Guided by my ancestors.
then
Natural authority.
Shinfu can would be a 3-on-2. Let's make it a
Feet of fire!
gonna take some careful maneuvering.
Only destiny.
Harmony above all.
Okay.
There's no merit in this.
Would this be a valid battle? Okay. I think so. So it's really to my advantage to attack this way. And we would lose a pretty significant proportion if I lightning strike. I think if I do it this way and don't control large army, that'll give us actually the best outcome. Also, I think it's cool, I have to say, this model, how the, yeah, I guess that's most of the leg. In some way or other is Nurgly corrupted. Which, of course, is a expected thing with Nurgle stuff. And here we are. Of course, got Satang. So they're going to be coming over here. Ooh, this is a hard choice. Nah, actually it's not that hard.
Acolyte of secrets. Rocket battery.
Let's put these up on the hill, facing this way. Yeah. The problem with snow maps is that you could get situations like this where the yellow makes it almost impossible to actually see what the ranges are. So we've got I pointed with my hand, which is probably not going to be super useful to you guys at home. Or at the hotel, at work, I don't know. Or if you're watching this run. Don't want to invalidate your watching habits, of course. And put those in. That's better.
Praise the dragons.
The drum.
Dragon God.
With armies like this, I do wonder when you have too many artillery, magic chariots, characters and all that, and not enough normal guys.
Remember your training. Our ranks must fight as one. We shall prevail.
I know they're going to dodge that, but what that does is it does get them out of position. Also,
Order
yeah,
and
let's just
harmony.
appreciate how effective that was.
Descendant of dragons.
And I think I should just drop some ghosts here.
Spirit dragon.
Shaper of steel. Power of the elements.
Ready to rule. Eight winds to me. Dragon, hear my prayer. To battle. I shape the winds.
Warpstone and steel.
Oh, they actually cast a spell.
Dragon God.
Impressive.
Dragon harmony.
So I really should have this army coming in from there. This coming in from over here, I think.
Never conquer.
Yeah,
The celestial faithful.
this is a good opportunity for... Hey, Zaytern, you're supposed to be shooting the guy. You're not getting paid to just stand there. That's a bit more like it.
Praise the dragons! My elixirs are ready. Behold, mythology unleashed.
The heavens
I
await.
probably should be commenting some of these guys apart.
Behold, Azir's might.
I don't know how I feel about how inaccurate the
Sorcerer's outcast.
Rocket battery.
oh hey,
Restore order.
more targets. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't know how I feel about the cannon often being
My test begins.
canon? Okay, I guess I can't talk today. I don't know how I feel about Comet of Casadora off of being off. Because on one hand, that does track with tabletop,
Fire in the blood.
where you'd have to make a roll, and sometimes it could be a little or even a lot. If a little or a lot of a miss and just go the absolutely wrong place.
Shogungan sorcerer.
On the other hand,
Rocket battery.
Celestial fury.
I do get the idea of...
Dragon God.
Defenders of Cathay.
Okay, I was not communicating well with that, I'm sorry. Let me restart. On one hand, it's cool because that is how it was on tabletop in 8th edition, where you'd have
It's
to
the
roll
spirit
if
dragon.
your attack actually
Defend the realm!
I am
yay,
prepared.
get these guys. But I don't know if it's a good game design. It's definitely, I'd say, memorable. Okay.
Law of better! Will of the dragons!
Repositioning.
But
I
whatever.
shall.
It's not a
Sorcerer of
big
secrets!
problem. My estimation, however it goes.
Mighty elixir!
The celestial faithful!
Crossbowman. Restore order.
They will perish!
For Cathay.
Dragon Guard! My mind is ready!
Just target, please.
Offspring of dragons.
Die. Please. Please take damage.
Eight wins to me.
Dragon Guard! Attack in unison! Defenders of Cathay!
So here,
Order and harmony.
We'll be back!
Earthward died. Wonder if I can send them off with a
Dragons, hear my prayer.
blast of that.
I will go.
You know, I can't be
On
certain,
gilded foot.
of course, but
I become death.
if I had to guess, I would guess that.
Acolyte of secrets.
Okay, I guess that the wizard got taken down. Oh well.
Ready to rule.
Our master deserts us!
So I don't have to guess.
I shape the winds.
So it looks like they're about to army waltz.
Dragon Guard!
Descendant of dragons.
So once they burn up, it's a victory. Could have gone better. Okay, it looks like my wizard isn't dead. So weird, it says General Blackheart here, but Captain Blackheart here. Like, were there two guys with the same name? Or did he have different ranks? Or, I don't know. That's a pretty threatening thing to say there, Mr. Darkblade. Keep that up, people think you're a bad guy or something. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, he's a dark elf. He's a bad guy. Jerky are not exactly good. Fun civilization to play as, though, at least from what I remember. Maybe I'll do a campaign as them sometime soon. Of course, I'll play as all the elves one day, I hope. Oh. Looking at the casualty reports, it's not that bad for me. Definitely take the healing. So one army's gone, I think, and one army's... Okay, so that's a hero. That makes sense. I was confused there for a moment because heroes shouldn't... Sorry, lords should destroy them.
Of the Nine.
Eastern Fires... Unyielding
It
Sun.
befits my high station.
That reveal all enemies ability is pretty nifty. Just wave the hand and you can see everything. Very useful skill in my opinion.
Victory was predestined.
So he's out of movement completely.
Degenerate.
I'll win that battle.
I demand their death. It befits my high station.
King Conduit. Temptation.
We will bring order.
I think I'd actually prefer to break siege.
The dragon-blooded.
Shugengan Lord reporting.
Lord of Yin and Yang.
Do the siege with this
Cathay
army.
needs death.
For Cathay.
And can I... Oh, they don't have Lord. Yeah, I can definitely fight this one out. This could be controversial, but I think I actually want to sub closer to their fast units. Because, sure, if this doesn't work, I'm going to be in trouble. If it does, I'm not going to have a problem.
Order and harmony.
These are not dragons!
It is fated.
On gilded foot, I shape the winds.
Warpstone and steel. And mighty elixir.
Ready to rule.
Wonder, does she have Fireball bound, or is that more of
To
a...
me. There.
Well, obviously it's bound, but did I take a Master Bound spell? I can't remember.
This is the way.
This is the way. You heard it here first. Apparently, beasts of Nurgle do not like bullets.
Leading the way. Dragons, hear my prayer. Kiss of the spirit dragon, my chosen place.
Yeah. It's typically best to actually do damage with your damage spells, but occasionally there are times like here where the best thing is actually the debuff.
Fire in the blood!
Not in a direct sense of a debuff, but the control over enemy positioning.
Minds as one. The dragons ask.
Begin cannot cry.
8 wins to me!
Yeah, that wasn't the best, guys. You're not supposed to shoot rockets at your brothers and sisters.
My elixirs are
That's
ready.
not good. I mean, that shot was kind of effective,
With
but
pride,
let's not blow up
power
our
of
own
the
team
elements.
with
Seeking opportunity. There!
our powers, please. Can we... Oh, I don't know missile mirror. That would have been
This is
hilarious.
the way!
Just drop that
In
down.
celestial light!
Grand cannon. Harmonious rock.
A new path!
Fireball.
Hear my prayer!
Rocket battery.
Everything on those trolls, please.
Elemental majesty.
I told you to charge.
Minds as one!
Nine down grenadiers. Whatever is required.
Praise the dragons.
Shogun Gun Sorcerer!
That's an army loss.
Dragon Guard!
Kiss of the Spirit Dragon!
And I think they'll be wiped out
Acolyte of secrets.
because they lost, but
Behold,
just to be
metallic
safe,
a mighty elixir.
make sure that nothing chaotic lives to terrorize Grand Cathay.
Our master desert us!
Restore order. For Cathay.
For Cathay.
Anything for Cathay.
Repositioning!
These
Of course!
trolls are gonna go away. All gone. Oh, only 41 casualties. That was pretty efficient. And Grenadiers did okay, I think. Not wonderful. Still. Hmm. 6, 7, 20. Alright, so it looks like most of the casualties at least were from enemies and not from the Cathayan rocket crews doing... Oh, okay, well, that was a gross quote. But not from the rocket barrages doing exceptional amounts of friendly fire. Good to see, good to see. I wonder if the alchemists, the masks they wear, how much those are for decoration, how much those are for, like, to conceal their identity. Are they disguises? Or is it supposed to be armor? I don't know. What I do know is that it would be pretty awesome to have the fire variant because, and also have them have the increased movement skill because after a certain amount of time, having a metal wizard in every army gets a bit old.
Kneel.
Mel's a good lore, but
Shogungan Lord reporting. It is my calling.
Yes! I
okay,
demand
continue
their
siege.
death.
I'm fine with waiting a couple turns here, and
Child of the Nine.
I mean, if I couldn't attack them, there's no way they're going to attack me, right? Right? There's no way.
Shogungan Lord reporting. We must be tireless.
Besides,
The
I've
path
got
of destiny.
so many armies on the march. It's great.
Dragon-blooded Shogungan.
Here, take a battery ring, be happy.
Dismantle them!
Some stores.
Surely
seconds.
a gift from the dragons.
Heavens show the way. This strains my patience.
Yep. You're not alone.
A tool of great efficiency.
I need caravans. Favored. Go with favored on this guy, and he can. He can go to here, I guess, and hopefully not get absolutely destroyed. Because that'd be
An
sad.
upper hand, indeed.
You know what?
Lord Magistrate
Fine.
reporting.
Fine. You want to be a Sky Lantern guy? Fine. We'll give you that. We're going to take away your sword because you don't need it, but well, fine. You can have a bow, and you can have a Silk Weaver because apparently every army has a Silk Weaver, which honestly is probably a smart idea. And fine.
Tool of great efficiency.
You want to be that guy? Be that guy. Be the special hot air balloon guy. We'll see how it works out for you. If it works out great, then that is wonderful.
The
And if it
Lord
doesn't,
Magistrate
then
stands ready.
I mean, I'd say it's your fault, but this is a character in a
A worthy addition
computer
to my
game that I'm
arsenal.
talking to, so yeah. Can I make a deal with Valerial yet?
What matters do you wish to lay before the Everqueen?
What if I just give you a bunch of money? Will you be my friend then? Hopefully. Where are the power rankings anyway. Karzakarik.
Greetings, honorable ally.
For payment, a gift. And looking over here, it seems like Chaos is being held at bay, which is always good to see. Except my Bellicor campaign, which if you've watched it or you know anything about Bellicor at all, of course I didn't want Chaos to be held at bay in that one. Why did I sound an alchemist there? I honestly do not remember at this point. We'll see what this guy finds. And it's nothing much for him. Oh, whoa. Guy. Can't just attack me like that. Or apparently you can. No way to win that battle, unfortunately. I do kind of want to release... okay... What's the terrain like? Curious. I don't know if I should be listed as the underdog in this battle, but we'll fight it out. So here we are, and we are going to use... This is not quite the map I expected. I wanted something a little different, but we'll make do, I guess. So obviously I want my front line to be the garrison, because if they get taken out, let's be real, it doesn't really matter that much. Let's put the clay pots over here. Flying units, is he flying? They can form like a sort of strike team.
Ready yourselves!
Here for this sort of angled unit.
Jade Lancers!
He's basically a fire caddy. He can't fight anymore. He died like one hit. Pretty much. So we're about equal numbers. Let's see how it goes.
Maneuvering!
They don't have a lot of range.
Swift and fierce!
This way!
Whatever is required. Shenyang sends us.
Ooh, I was gonna Plague of Rust their mammoths, but that does not look like it's gonna be a thing, owing to the tiny, insignificant detail that I don't have any uses of Plague of Rust. You know, just one of those things.
Staying low!
Interesting to see them dodging away like that.
We await the enemy! Decisive strategy!
Marching as one.
Celestial General! Our warrior's duty! Grand General! I must overwhelm!
So, kind of just gonna wipe them out if they're
Sorcerer of
allowed to.
Fight as one!
Acolyte of secrets!
Starting to see why the game thinks I'll lose. Maybe a cavalry charge can turn things around?
Fight as one!
For the moon, dragon!
Cavalry! We obey!
My elixirs are ready!
Make your ancestors proud!
Behold! Metallurgy unleashed! Law of metal!
Sound the retreat!
This might be the make or break moment. See it. Go for the war shrumming mammoth.
Minds as one! Celestial General!
So they're gonna go there. You can actually both head up towards this unit and this unit. I would like to. So that's going pretty well. I'm gonna have to rain. Rain a lot of stuff on my own head here to try to clear these guys out.
An acceptable journey.
Seeking Cathay's foes!
Jade Lancers! Seeking
Draw my
Cathay's
cavalry and move them around here.
Formation!
They're shattered.
Dragon's commander!
Just do that to yourself.
I go where I will.
Overwhelm! Cavalry! The celestial faithful! Never conquered! For Cathay! Jade Lancers!
I could try to win on time, but I'd rather not do that because that is both risky and really boring to watch. The blue fire looks pretty impressive. That bird's not gonna have a great day.
Sent by Shangyang. Elemental Majesty.
Fierce! Bring on harmony!
Cavalry! They will perish!
Definitely got more models on the field. It's just
Minds as one!
don't know that I can leverage that effectively.
Alchemist repositioning.
Peasant archers! Restore order!
A mighty elixir.
That was a miss. Effectively.
Retreat.
Dragon Guard!
Ooh, from up there I thought I'd just army
Soldier
lost.
and leader! We await the enemy!
Cross a Zhao Ming.
I can kill the trolls, at least there'll be something, right?
March in ordered ranks. Overwhelmed. For Cathay!
Jade Lancers! Sinyang sends us! Sent by dragons! Cavalry!
Ooh, this is a pretty good combo. If I can envelop them and get the roar.
Retreat! Withdraw!
Defenders
Count,
of
count, count, run away, run away.
Not a retreat!
Genuinely not certain how a flying unit isn't catching up with them, but we can worry about that later. So is this lava? Are they just standing on
My
lava?
ancestors.
I think it's just red or orange stone, but either way, that's
It is fated.
looks cool. Wrong way, wrong way. Go away. That's the route.
Celestial General! Cavalry!
Sinyang's faithful!
Warrior crossbows!
And an army loss. Valiant defeat.
Royal executioner, eager for battle.
Oh, that's a fun shape. That sort of almost teardrop looking thing. It reminds me of what's it called? The Flamer Temple. Yeah, Flamer Temple. So I think this is a pretty good spot to end this episode, so thank you, and please subscribe. I'll see you next time. Farewell.